important thing in life is music, 100%. Gigs, festivals, running them myself. I put on music events, mini festivals, club nights for under-18s all across the UK. When I was about 15 or 14, I set up a company accidentally, basically because I started running a gig with a friend and just realised how much I loved the music and how it was easier than I thought it would be. And so we ran one and it was really successful. And from there it just expanded, and I was just quite lucky to be invited into the right places at the right time. For the companies I work for, I'm not on a wage, I work on commission basically. So if I'm running my own night, then I have to risk all my own money, but I get maximum profits from it. Well, I'm running a festival next year, and so if that's a success, it should become an annual thing. The one thing that's a trend in life so far is music's never gone away. So no matter what trends, even if it's a different type of music or something, there's always music is there. I'm still at school just in case everything fails. So that's always going to be my backup. I suppose I've got my whole life, so I might as well have a backup now, do everything a bit more slowly. I mean, I've only got one more year left, and then I've been offered about 2 full-time jobs already, just waiting for me to finish school. Most of the events that I promote, or anyone promotes, they're always looking for actual people to get tickets and sell to other people. And all of them have certain things like sell 20 tickets. Not only do you get paid for selling 20 tickets, but every 20 tickets you sell, you get a free one yourself. I'd say the only things I do spend money on is travel to and from all the places I go. And stuff like festivals, I didn't really bring anything, and I just sort of slummed it out for a few days. Everything most people are spending their money on, I'm not. Free stuff's out there. Why waste any money? In 5 years' time? Well, the company I work for, as well as putting on club nights to festivals, we're trying to become a brand name in itself. So we've got an office at the moment, but we should be expanding into working with all types of brands. In about 25 years, I still don't picture my life much different, apart from the fact that the companies I work for, I would either hopefully rise up the ranks and that would end up basically head, or start off my own version or emulate their companies. Most of the financial knowledge I know is through my dad constantly nagging at me, because he knows nothing about the music scene, but he just knows business. And he's convinced that I'm doing it wrong. So he's every day, he's just telling me another way to do financial things. I've got that, and all the companies I work for, I'm daily events watching how much money they spend, and I've seen them lose, I've seen myself lose. And you just learn lessons from that. For small-time events, you only need a couple of quid, but if you try and do a massive event, you need to have money before you go into the event, and you can't risk it all and hoping that you'll get the money back. You have to have it before the event, and then hope you get profit. Managing my personal finances has been miss and match. I mean, sometimes I think I've got no money and I've checked and I've suddenly got loads of money because I don't know how, I just haven't been spending. So then I have that money and then I spend it, and then I've suddenly got none out of nowhere. So, and also just when I've run gigs, I've lost my own personal money as well as the pot that I've saved. People definitely need to start saving their money properly, because not just me with a business, I'm just talking about my friends. There's so many weekends where everyone's suddenly like, look, I've got loads of money, and then about 2 weeks later they can't go out because suddenly we've got none. The whole point about teenagers is meant to be carefree in a way, but once they start getting a job or thinking about getting a job, they should probably start saving and thinking about what they're actually going to do with their money, rather than just spending it all in one go. I've heard of all the things that we're meant to have, mortgages and loans, and I know how they work. I'm just not sure the fine details of them. I mean, I know roughly how I'm meant to do things and how I'm meant to get a house, but I would obviously still need to be taught how to actually do it all and how much I'll need to do it. But it's been in the back of my mind, but I wouldn't say it's right at the forefront like that. I mean, I know a lot of people have pensions, but I also know that a lot of them don't give you the nicest lifestyle, as in they're not huge pots of money. So most people have to save their own one away from a company. But even then, I'd hope with my life choice I'd save quite a lot of my own pension myself, rather than relying on something else to pay me. And so I should be able to live quite satisfactory. In 2070, it will be a positive change probably, with the Olympics covering it, all the transport and everything changing and improving. And apart from that, once we're out of the recession, everything has to be improved. with breakthroughs in technology and breakthroughs in everything, and economical driving and no global warming, and everything has to be better. In 2070, I would hope to still be involved in the scene in some way as some sort of either mentor to whoever wants to follow in my footsteps. My life revolves around music, so if music can generate the amount of money that I can live on and then manage to go free to all the events that I do make and go to, I won't need as much money in the first place. So as long as I have a good place to live and then I have music, I'm sorted.